gain and a first down. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Has it in close. And in, touchdown, New York. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate. But here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And his first pass falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They're going Taylor. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Taylor again. And they had that one contained right at the line. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Richardson on 3rd. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down throw here from Richardson. On target to his man Polk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running right, this is Taylor. And the defense will not be beaten to the edge. They make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Taylor. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 4. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. This from just 23 yards away. In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Flushed out of the pocket. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This throw is caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Rivers. Finds some space, he's past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous side. Oh, the football's loose.
Oh my God, this fucking again. Dude, he's about to get cut.
Much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Play action with Richardson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. He gets 2 there, and it sets up second and goal from the 5.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Richardson now. Forced out to his right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Rivers. And look at this return. He showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Dude, what the fuck?
He's intercepted again. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
Fucking do a fucking lob pass. This motherfucker does a bullet.
Interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last.
The only way to fucking throw with this man is on the fucking run.
Now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So second down coming up. Straight ahead with Taylor. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
I love it. I love it.
Interception. And the Colts are going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They're set up at the 35 now. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Colts with a nice 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Rivers. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 10. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Richardson to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Richardson. This one finds Polk. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He's going deep this time. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's back to throw. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down. It is caught at the 20. And he'll be touched down after a big play. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. To throw, Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Taylor now up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's
oh my God.
And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Rolling left behind.
Dude, come the fuck on. There's no way they're that fast.
He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. On target to his man Taylor. Has some room to work. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down, Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Rivers. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. This, our last play of the quarter. They go play action on first. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Sanders connects on the point after. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson.
Why the fuck would you?
Along the sideline by Mitchell. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Here's Taylor. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He lets one fly deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dropping back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Throwing now from the gun.
Is that enough fucking collar?
Incomplete on fourth down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
A run here with Taylor. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 29. This one finds Taylor. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate. Don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a run with Taylor. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They go again with Taylor. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And this one does not go far. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And it'll be Jets football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And with 4 seconds left, they get up there and clock it. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from New York.